In this video, I'll talk about charging by induction. So in this process, we have what to do here. We have the metal sphere. So this is a metal sphere. So this is the metal sphere, and these two metal spheres are standing onto an insulator. So this is insulator, and this is the metal. Okay. And these two metal spheres are touching each other. And now we bring another charged glass rod or any charged insulator here. So in this case, positively charged glass rod. So when you bring the positively charged glass rod, what happens? It attracts the free electrons to one side. So this side will have effectively more free electrons, and the other side will have more positive charges. So what's the idea here? As the electrons will be accumulating on this side, so this side will have the deficiency of electrons. That's what we call positive charges. So this side will have free electrons, more electrons, and this side will have more positive charges. And now what we do, we keep this glass rod in its place. We're not moving it. With keeping this glass rod in its position, we now separate the two metal spheres. The two metal spheres are now separated, keeping this glass rod in its position. Now this charge, all these charges are called bound charges. The bound. And why we call the bound charges? Because this charge cannot move as far as we have this glass rod here. So this glass rod is holding or keeping this negative charges in place. It's not allowing these free electrons to move anywhere. That's the reason we call this as a bound charge. So now we have separated the two metal spheres. Now once we remove this metal sphere, these electrons will now move to the other side, because the positive and negative charge will attract each other, but these two are not connected. So one sphere will have negative charge and the other sphere will have positive charge. So this process of charging is called the charging by induction. And remember in this case, when you do the charging by induction, so one sphere will have the negative charge, the other sphere will have the positive charge. It will have exactly the same number of negative charge here and the same number of positive charge here. So the total number of charges onto each sphere will be exactly equal. The only difference is one will have negative charge and the other will have positive charge. And remember, also keep in mind, in this process the glass rod does not lose any charges. Okay, so it will have exactly the same amount of charges as it had, and same amount of charge will be on both spheres. Okay, so that's it. And in the next video we'll talk about the charging by induction by another process.